What's happening to Honesty Oracle? This is your reading. I already lit a candle, a specific candle, which is orange for sacral chakra. Basically opening your reading, the energy to the side of your manifesting, the seat of your foundation. What exactly is it that you're seeking clarity with? Not only that, but where did you put yourself in a state of mind to where you stop trusting your intuition? So the first two cards from the cosmic messages that we pull are: give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. A lot of times we're not confused. What we do is we create confusion for ourselves. Um, and that generally comes from overthinking. It comes from anxiety. It comes from stress. It comes from not giving yourself credit and not acknowledging the things that you have already accomplished in your life. A lot of times we always focus on the end of the journey, the end of where we want to be, but we forget to celebrate those small wins along our journey. We forget to celebrate the things that propelled us to that next step. We forgot to celebrate the fact that this letter came on this specific day. Now you got this information, so now you can apply for this mortgage loan in order for you to get the house. A lot of times we just focus on shit. I ain't got the house yet. I ain't got the house yet. The paperwork ain't came, so I ain't got the mortgage yet. Instead of celebrating the opportunity. Sometimes we don't look at the shit that's not happening as an opportunity, when in reality they're both two sides of the same coin. What looks like as a challenge and what looks like something that prevented you is in fact still an opportunity. It's just an opportunity for an opening to happen somewhere else, for an opportunity to be given or expressed or to be accepted somewhere else. You also have to listen to your body and do what it is asking of you. If you're being called to make changes positively for your life, hurry up and do them. Sometimes we think that the universe, we have all this time to do this shit, to eat right, to be healthy, to do whatever health newness that's coming to your life. We think we have time to do it. We don't. Sometimes when it say, hey, change your diet, it means in that exact moment, change your diet. Because every time that you don't, you're basically participating in a toxicity or whatever you're doing to your body. Let's say you eat too much meat. We all know that eating meat ain't good, and it goes way, way, way beyond animals are bad for you. We know that the meat that you're eating ain't meat. If your body's telling you stop eating meat, don't give yourself 6 months to stop doing it, because your body may not have 6 months. You may be doing irreparable damage to yourself as we speak. But because you're taking your time, you think, oh, you know what? Okay, I'm going to try to change my diet. I'm going to try to stop eating meat. Your body said stop eating the meat. Your body didn't tell you to try. It said stop eating the meat. Your body told you to stop being around that friend because they too draining. Your body told you stop fucking with that nigga because he throws your pH balance off. Your body has told you stop buying these kids snacks because they act too hyper. When your body is telling you to do something, whatever that is, start listening to it and stop allowing yourself to think that you have 6 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, a whole year to do something, because you don't know the back end of the irreparable damage that you're doing in whatever aspect of your life that you're being called to make changes. Sometimes we just got to get the fuck on the horse and make them changes. We got to stop giving ourselves excuses and reasons, or what we call reasons, to not do things, because those are nothing but distractions. If your body, the only source, the only advice that you really should be taking, if your body is telling you to stop doing something, just stop doing it. At this point in time, you don't have the time that you think you have in order to quit things, to fix things, to correct things. So right now, your imbalance, your non-focus is because you're being called to do a lot of things at one time, and you feel like you don't know the answer, but you do. The answer is to just listen. The answer is to not continue to rely on this 3D matrix to get you by anymore. A lot of people are running out of this type of time. I've been doing a lot of these type of consultations with people because a lot of people they're just not listening. It has nothing to do with things being fucked up. It has nothing to do with this is happening, this is happening. No, all this is happening for your benefit. But if you don't have the mindset and the perspective to look at things like that, if you don't have the wherewithal or you're not aligned with self, you can't recognize the things that's happening in your life as, oh shit, okay, okay, the universe want me to move for real. They took this person away because they want me to move. Okay, they got me by myself because all these bitches is acting crazy and all my friends are leaving for one reason or another because the universe is like, oh, okay, you can't do it with them, we're gonna take it away from you. In the 3D, that looks like loss. It looks like tragedy. It looks like discord. When in reality, you can't handle the life that you've built and still be able to grow. So the universe will take it away from you. It's that simple. It's very logical. The universe works on logic, not emotion. Emotion is some fake shit that we got so that it can keep us pacified and docile when it comes to things like this. When it comes to things like this, it should just be an automatic jump. Oh, stop doing this? Okay. Oh, stop talking to them? Okay. It should be automatic. We shouldn't have to fight ourselves to do healthy shit for ourselves. We shouldn't have to fight ourselves to do good things to ourselves. We shouldn't have to fight ourselves to stop toxicity that we're continuing to perpetuate in our own life. Because if you think about it, ask yourself, why the fuck do you keep doing the same shit that you know you shouldn't be doing? It almost puts you in a place of being an infant. When you tell your kids, stop going over there, stop doing that, stop doing that. You've been telling them the same shit all day. Every time they go over there, they fall. But they keep doing it. And at some point, you're going to think, why the fuck do they keep doing the same shit I keep telling them not to do, knowing your ass walk over there, you're going to fall. Did you know that you're not far from infant state? Did you know that you're a child yourself? You're not an adult. You're not grown. Did you know that? Did you know that you yourself need guidance? Did you know that you yourself need your hand held? Did you know that you yourself need scolding? Did you know that you yourself need daily reminders? Did you know that? We take the words, and I'm talking to you in an esoteric sense, so if I lose you or if I make a point that you don't get, please say, hey, at this part in the video, you said this, what did you mean? So that you can make it applicable to your life. Because in the time that we're in, I wish I could say, hey, this baby daddy, that friend, that cousin, but things are so much bigger. And a lot of people don't understand what's happening to them because they have failed to change perspective. They have failed to elevate in ways that they were supposed to in order to further their path and their journey. And that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's more detrimental to the person than it is to others who realize, like, yo, baby, you're supposed to be over here. You still sitting over there wallowing in this. You're not even supposed to be over there. It would be more beneficial for you to take heed to the things that I'm saying. Even go back, if you can, listen to the last reading. Because everything that was in that reading and everything, all the decisions that you chose thus far from that moment led to this moment. And a lot of times we don't, even myself, sometimes I don't like to always read for myself because I'm a conduit, I'm an empath, I'm a whole bunch of all that other special shit they be talking about. So my energy does not just contain just my energy all the time. A lot of people project. I have my own attacks and things going on like that. So sometimes when I need or I want to kind of take a dive into what's going on around me, I might listen to another reader. 9/10 of the time, they don't be capturing shit that be going on in my life, to be quite honest. I don't know what other areas they be talking about, but they don't be talking about me. So it lets me know that I'm on a completely different plane, because a lot of us operate doing the same things. There's groups of us, there's categories of us, and we all operate in the same energy. We all have the same things going on in our lives. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that specific group don't apply. It just means that they're not talking about me. They're talking about people that are still dealing with a lot of warfare. And you don't have a lot of readers that talk about esoteric knowledge. You don't have a lot of readers that give these type of readings where we're actually talking about your path and your purpose. It's always filled with baby daddies and baby mamas and third parties and all this other goofy ass shit. That's not really not my focus. Because my focus is the person and the reasons and what they're seeking. You need clarity, guidance. You need a compass. This is a compass reading for you. This reading is going to give you headway. It is going to help you form new neurons. It is going to help you form new brainstem thought processes so that you can expand. Expand your mindset, expand yourself so that you can actually get to that next plateau that you're trying to get to. Let's move on to, those are for cosmic messages. These are the telepathy oracle cards. I get a lot of energy for those, which means that these are more than likely going to talk to you. And then, of course, I have a couple decks for you. I pre-picked the decks already because I've kind of had in the back of my mind what it is you're seeking. You also need to work with your inner child. You have observe, boundary, and twin flame. Observe. Notice all the noteworthy things in your relationships. Your optimisticity is taking a shot right now because things don't look like you want them to look. So what we do is we pick apart, because things don't look like we want them to. You start picking apart the shit that actually is okay and is where it's supposed to be. And you start trying to make changes there because you don't know where to make the change at. Because you don't feel in control enough to recognize, all right, you know what, fuck it. This is what I need to work on. So you start picking apart the little shit that is in your control. You start picking apart the little shit that you did put on a plateau, and it is moving for you. Because that's the easiest thing for your mental to attempt to fix. When essentially what you're actually doing is dismantling whatever you already put together, you're dismantling it. Because you don't have the realization to actually focus on the parts of you that really need to healing and the self. Motherfuckers get bored with healing they self. Trust me, I teach that. I have a whole workshop that I teach. It's a 6 to 8 week course that I teach. And a lot of people get bored with this shit. This shit is boring. I'm gonna be, girl, baby, I've been doing this for years, way before spirituality became a trend. When motherfuckers was calling me crazy and all this other shit because of the shit I would say and see and tell them about themselves. Girl, I've been doing this shit way before it became knowledgeable to the rest of the world and the rest of the population. And a lot of times you get bored. You get bored. You get bored with being a good person. You get bored with being on the up and up all the time. Because all the motherfucking fun is had on all the levels that's beneath you. It's boring up here. It's not a lot of people like me. And I don't say that in a good way. At all. I don't. I really don't. This journey is hard. It's strenuous. It's fucking tedious. It's depressing. I have shed more motherfucking tears than a goddamn baby that ain't had their ass changed in over fucking 3 weeks. I have went to my altars, all of them, more times than I would care to count. I have broken down more times than I would care to admit. This journey is hard. It's rewarding, but you have to find the reward in it. You have to know you are the prize and find rewards from that and know when to take them, when to accept them, and when to say, okay, I'm going to try it again another day. You got boundary. Having sensible boundaries is important. You need to create self-boundaries. Your self-discipline is taking a hit right now. And it happens out of boredom. It happens out of boredom. You get bored. You do know what But your self tells you, oh, I don't know what, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I should be doing right now. Yes, you do. You just don't want to. Because it's boring. To actually, a lot of people miss this, and they gotta keep coming back to this fucking matrix. Because they don't want to be bored. You have to elevate your level of entertainment. And let me tell you, let me go ahead and break down the word for you, entertainment. Enter is the concept of within. Let's start there. Tame. To tame generally is the suffix of sustain, obtain, to hold. And generally when you put mint on things, it basically means to do. So basically, you're being held within you're basically being held within yourself, and you're watching what you should be doing. That's what entertainment is. Entertainment is to force you within yourself to watch instead of you actually being within and doing and acting and being a part of. Entertainment gives you something to do, so a lot of us feel like we got to be entertained. And generally, we're seeking our entertainment externally. That's why it has a hold on you. That's what the tame part is. It's a containment of self in a cycle of watching self express itself externally instead of literally turning that shit on the inside and working from within. You are your own entertainment. You are literally watching yourself either cause havoc in your life or calling things in and being fruitful in your life. But essentially, you are the entertainment. All they did was externalize that shit and give you a TV, when in reality, if you turn the fucking TV off, you're looking at your own reflection. It's Black Mirror magic. That's what that is. Black Mirror magic. I'm a full practitioner. Black Mirror magic. That's what the TV is. That's why when you cut it off, it shows black. It represents the black mirror. And what does the black mirror do? It reflects in on itself. So whatever you're viewing on that external source is reflecting back within you. So when you watch, if you watch some dumbass shows like fucking Love and Hip Hop and all that goofy ass shit, if you watch those shows, no judgment, of course. I just think that shit is for black women. I think that shit is stupid as fuck, and detrimental as hell. But anyways, the point I'm making: when you watch things like that, you're absorbing all that negative backlash, all that toxic shit, all that entitlement. None of that shit's gonna serve you. None of it. None of it. It's not gonna serve you. It's not gonna make you wholesome. It's not gonna make you holistic. It's not gonna have you set boundaries. It's not gonna allow you to observe yourself within yourself, externally, and how you're showing up in this universe. It's going to block all your fucking intuition from listening to yourself. And it takes away from you all the credit, the love, the admiration that you're supposed to give yourself. You give it to these bitches. Glorifying the stupid shit they're doing. Because it look cool. They televising it. They making it a thing. They making, oh, this is how black women with money act. This is what black women with money. So it ain't no doctors, no lawyers, no astronauts. Ain't no motherfucking veterinarians. Ain't no anesthesiologists. All these hoes just got big ass titties, fake fat asses, wear heels all day, and fucking own boutiques. They just go to clubs every day. Nobody wipes their ass or picks their nose, huh? The shit ain't real. The world that you have given yourself ain't real. You built it. You have to dismantle it. If you want to change in your life, you have to expand. There's no other way around it. If you want to change in your life right now, you're being called to expand. If you do not expand, you are forced to suffer the same fate that you have always been suffering. And I don't mean like, oh my gosh, it's going to be bad. No, I mean the indecisiveness. They're not going anywhere. The having a small goal, getting a small goal, and still not being satisfied. Not being satisfied with yourself. And I mean on that deep cellular level, those things that you tell yourself when you're by yourself, when no one's looking, those insecurities that I can see that are within you, that I hear you wallowing and crying about. Those things. That's what you need to heal. And healing shouldn't be put off and found at the bottom of a bottle. Healing should not be put off and found in a club. Healing shouldn't be put off and found in the interest of a new man. Healing looks like you sitting down with yourself in a quiet space, and you're like, all right, bro, let's get this shit together. What's up? What we doing? Healing looks like you asking your motherfucking self, all right, Shorty, what we doing today? All right, Kelsey, bro, what we doing, Kelsey? What we doing today? What we doing today? But healing looks like you allowing yourself, your inner child, your higher self, your lower self, all to have their own spaces to grow, to merge, to integrate. That's what healing looks like for you. Because healing, you can't do what everybody else do. Journaling ain't gonna heal you. Some of us are action oriented. Some of us actually need to be in spaces where we are doing something. You have to be doing something. Light a fucking candle and look into the flame. Put some water in a cup and talk to your water. You got twin flames. Twin flames themselves contain an aspect of each other's personality. Now, I put this off to the side because this is what your life wants to call in for you, but it's the underlying push from you. Something that you're looking for. In all the wrong places. You have challenge at the bottom of the deck. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. However, you have to discern which challenges are actually healthy enough for you to participate in. Because you are really good at self-sabotage. You're really good at self-sabotage. That's not a good thing. There's something that we want to change. There's something that we want to elevate about self. That's something that the goal as a reader is to help you acknowledge it so that you can increase in it and that you can move past that. But self-sabotage it's been your niche. 4 cups. Boredom. Holding on to things that are subservient to you and not serving you. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, your destiny. The end all, the be all of everything. You have to leave old mindsets, and it came out over observing boundary. You have to leave old concepts and toxic behaviors and really work on yourself. If you really want shit to change, you got to really work on yourself. You do. I mean, it's going to require work, and it's going to require the type of work that you haven't done before. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're going to have to... Ooh, King of Swords. Ooh. King of Swords and a Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Usually this is a very methodical couple together. The king to the queen. This is generally a very ambitious and a resilient couple together because they both represent people who are thinking, people who are ambitious. But you guys got the high priest here. And what I'm seeing is that you're being called to cut something off. Or this can be somebody that you may think is a match for you. This could even be an ideology of what you feel is a match. In order for in order for you to heal with the star here, and I'm going from the bottom of the deck, you got the star here, you have the Ten of Wands, taking your journey responsibly with this Ten of Wands here. The Ten of Wands generally comes in when there's warfare. This is yourself. Look, with the vortex, which is generally temptation. This could also be the Lover cards. This is a lot of shit with the Moon card being hidden in the dark. Because this person is blocking you with this 3 of Cups from reuniting with the King of Cups. Your King of Swords is not your King of Cups. If you have someone that you're curious or you're dealing with, you're talking to, that person is not your King of Cups. This person is going to come as if you guys are on the same page with these two sharks, but in reality, y'all going in two different directions. Y'all going in two different directions. You're going to have to use your discernment with the High Priest card here to see that this person is a catalyst for your healing, the Star. This is gonna, it's a battle for you. It's a battle for you. But this cycle has to end. This cycle has to end. This Temptation card, this cycle particularly has to end because there's a lot of...
Don't get MIA, it's time meditate. Do it.
There's a lot of things you're not seeing that are coming in the dark. You're not seeing a lot of things, but you are supposed to be coming into reunion with this King of Cups here. This person is going to offer you security with this Four of Pentacles here. Oh, damn. And you got the Queen of Cups after that. Yeah, this alignment is going to end a lot of the backdoor shit that you have allowed in your paradigm. This person with the Three of Pentacles here is going to bring in a lot of stability. The Eight of Wands, oh shit, and the Nine of Cups. And then you have the Justice card behind that. You got the Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. This King of Pentacles, this is your end all be all right here. This is your karmic justice. Yep, I'll be motherfucking damn. This is your karmic justice here with the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, generosity. The universe is giving your ass options. I ain't even gonna keep reading. I'm getting goosebumps. You got good shit coming. If you can get yourself in alignment. Basically, you know what? You got this reading just in time. You get ready to self-sabotage something that's meant for something. You know what's funny? When we be asking for shit, right? You know, and I fucking love this. When you start being able to recognize this, it's gonna fucking astound you. We be asking and praying for things. Praying for a partner. Praying for a job. Manifesting. Asking for a baby. Asking for a move. But sometimes our actions be self-sabotaging what the fuck we asking for. It's like, it's basically like, oh, you know, the universe is two sides of the same coin. Just like you manifesting good shit over here, don't think it ain't no demonic entities in the back of you that came from past lives and so on and so forth that's gonna try to stop you. Otherwise, this shit'd be so easy. We wouldn't even need people like me. But that's not the way the universe works. And sometimes a lot of us need guidance. You are so, and I don't mean close as in, oh, close without a fucking date. I mean like this year, you're being set up. You have a partner, but it's a specific partner you're not paying attention to. This person is not somebody that would be your normal go-to guy. He ain't the tall, dark, chocolate, sexy, built motherfucker that you probably are attracted to. This is somebody that you need. A lot of times we get so fucking caught up in these physical earth looks and shit and these avatars and what these motherfuckers look like on the outside, we completely skip the soul. And it's done for good reason. It's done because, do you see with the windows of your soul, or do you see with these 3D matrix eyes? You're being called to elevate, and I mean elevate in every aspect of your life. Elevate your babies, elevate your diet, elevate what you're thinking, elevate what you're listening to, elevate what you're watching. Every aspect of your life is elevating right now. In order for you to get this particular King of Cups in this deck, you gotta let that King of Swords shit go. You have to let go what's less if you want something that's higher. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck in the same pool with the rest of the people, with the rest of the shit, doing the same shit you've been doing. This year is your year of elevation. If you don't expand, if you don't elevate, you're not going to get what it is that you're looking for. You're not going to get what it is that you deserve. You're not going to get what it is that's waiting for you. If you don't elevate, you're going to miss it. Just completely miss it. And we all think that shit come back around. Sometimes it doesn't. Because in that particular space that we were supposed to be in, we needed that. There was a catalyst for another level. You missed that level, so now you got to come over here and make it up. And ain't no telling how life allows you to make shit up. That's the gamble. You know, gambling with your job, if you call off or some shit, that's completely different than gambling with your life. Because there's no telling how the universe has to work now and what has to be set up, what places people got to be put in order for you to still fall into the same things. This came out kind of in reverse. I flipped it down. But I'm going to give you both aspects. The Knight of Pentacles is about planting a seed. When it comes out in reverse, basically it's about, girl, you got boredom 4 motherfucking times on this board. We're going to talk about that separately. Back to what I was saying. Basically, the Knight of Pentacles is about planting seeds. The Knight of Pentacles is slow as fuck. It's about planting a seed and allowing the patience of what needs to happen to allow it to grow. Either you not planting those seeds or you just throwing the motherfuckers in everywhere. And you're blinding yourself to the whole journey and you're not cultivating it. When the Knight of Pentacles comes out with the 8 of Swords, you're basically you binding your damn self. Like I said, self-sabotage. I don't know why that keeps coming out. Boredom and self-sabotage is really big for you right now. Boredom and self-sabotage. You're bored, so you start self-sabotage. You got to stop doing that shit because this is hindering something that has already been preordained for you. You got to get into this energy. You have to elevate yourself. You got to stop doing what you're doing. And I'm not even going to sit here and say, oh, it's harder than it's. No, it's not. Just stop doing that shit. Whatever you watching that's toxic, stop watching that shit. Whatever music you listening to, rap, I don't give a fuck what it is. R&B, stop listening to that shit. Start listening to some higher frequencies until you can heighten your vibration. Your vibration is too low for you to get what you manifesting. If you asking for a good man and a wholesome man for your family and your kids, you not in an energetic space to get it. You got to elevate your space. And the quicker you do that, the quicker you'll get what you want. When we leave this particular energetic space and you go out in the world and you ain't not remembering what I'm saying, or you're not taking heed, or you're not keeping that shit in mind, and you just keep running off autopilot, you're self-sabotaging and you getting yourself further away from what it is you want. You are the only one that could grasp and capture this shit. I can tell you it. I can tell you what you got coming. I can tell you exactly who he is, what he look like. I don't need these cards to do any of that. This is really aesthetics for people because people need these aesthetics. I don't need a card to read. I don't need anything to read. It's an actual gift that I was ordained with. I incarnated here with it. I'm not new. I'm a very ancient being. I know who the fuck I am. I know what the fuck I am. I know how I came into existence way long before I came out of my mama cooch. These aesthetics are for you so that you have a visual representation that you can jog your memory and give you breadcrumbs like, hey, Kelsey, this is what you're supposed to be doing. So this is where you're supposed to be at right now. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the motherfucking deck. This is for you. This is for you. This is not for me. This is specifically for you. You needed an answer. And you needed clarity. And you needed focus. And you needed this to come from a truthful space. You have to start looking at things from your life from, Girl, you got to start looking at shit from a different perspective. If you keep looking at everything in your paradigm as you keep receiving the same shit, it's because you're not looking at things with the Hangman from a different perspective. You're not picking it up. It might be a good thing for you to join one of the workshops. Especially, it's about to be the new year. Those of us that celebrate the new year when we're supposed to. It's about to be the new year. This is usually one of the best classes. The classes that I start from the new year, which is usually in March when spring comes. That particular class, that's the class that I get a lot of the most occupants because it's a new season, and number one, it's specifically geared towards goddesses. It is geared towards goddesses because it shows us how to use the elements around us to manifest. It shows us how to actually take advantage of all the tools that we should be moving with nature. Wintertime is when you hibernate. You gather. You get your shit together. You get your mental shit together. You already know what the rest of your year is going to be like. This upcoming year, this is an ambitious for me specifically because I'm a goddess, obviously. This is an ambitious fucking year. Oh, baby, when the new year starts, I have trips that are planned. I have business acquisitions that I want to acquire. I have conventions and things that I've signed myself up for, that I've energetically already invested into, so that I draw those things to me the beginning of the year. I teach people how to do this effortlessly. I show people how to pour into their own cup, because you wouldn't believe how many people think, oh, I got it, I know. No, you don't. Because if you did, you'd have been doing it. And that's okay. Because that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Helping. Showing people, and I don't mean helping people how to get on their path, because everybody ain't here for that. You ain't supposed to help everybody. Some people are here just to fuck shit up, and that's okay, because that's their purpose. When you come to a place of acceptance, and when you get to a certain point of elevation, you come to a place of acceptance. You see all that is and all that will ever be, and you accept it as is. You do not add 1 cubit to it. You do not take 1 cubit away. That's what God meant when he said, what man is there that can take or add 1 cubit of hair to his head? It's about acceptance. That's why everything can exist on 2 sides of the same coin. Because it's the universal law of acceptance. We don't practice that. We practice where this group is better than this group, because you over here, you call this, because you doing this, you call that. Too much categorization, and not enough accepting things and people as it is, as they are. You have a lot of work to do, and I feel like you're up to it. I feel like you will need some guidance. Ooh, like I just said, girl, with the chariot card, you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work to do. If you want movement in your life, and I know you do, your inner child wants movement. Your higher self wants movement. They waiting on you. They waiting on you. They waiting on you to get your shit together and wake up and say, yo, come on. When they're waiting on you. 10 of Cups. King of Cups. Twice. You are asking for this shit. This what you be praying about. This is what your inner child wants. To be loved in a wholesome and holistic, in the most purest fucking form. You keep asking for this shit. You got the same card. I done used 2 different tarots. They got the same cards out here. King of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This is what you want. You got to make movement. And this came out on the Wheel of Fortune. This is what you want. This is what you're asking for, Kelsey. You got to make movement. You have to make changes. And I mean changes right now. I don't mean changes tomorrow. Because what you're asking for, you already have. But you ain't got no space to receive it. And speaking from someone that has missed out on bliss and abundance and prosperity and kids and partners, don't fuck it up by holding on to something that don't even serve you. Let that shit go. Whether it be a friend, a space, a feeling, a behavior, let that shit go. Because you stop, at this point in time, you're stopping you. Nobody's in your way but you. You want this King of Cups? You want this 10 of Cups? You need to make movement. You need to make changes. And you need to make them now. Because your whole reading is really about you self-sabotaging. You're staying stuck in the same place. You're not making any movement. I had another deck out here that I was pulling from. Give me a second. Because I was thinking about it and something told me, make sure you pull from this deck. It's 2 of them. I couldn't even decide. We're going to do the Inner Goddess deck because I feel like you need this one. This is the Oracle. I love this Oracle. Oh my God, I fucking love this Oracle deck. It's so pretty. But I absolutely love this Oracle deck. And I kept hearing, you need to hear, your goddess needs to hear something. You're not praising yourself enough. You're not paying homage to yourself enough. Your higher self is not feeling the love enough. Okay. Tribe of the Kindred. And you got Creatrix. I think Creatrix was the one that you need to hear. So I fucking love these cards. They're so beautiful. This is the Creatrix. You also got Tribe of the Kindred. I carry your heart. I carry it in mine. Finding like-minded souls. Not like-minded people, finding like-minded souls. With the Creatrix card, basically your soul is in a divine creative fire. She wants to break free from what is new and has been given life to something new. Basically, you may feel feelings of restlessness or being confined, as if you're craving for something more that you can't articulate. Your soul does not want you to push that new life away. She wants you to embrace it. Basically, when you let go of your inhibitions and you start
Hey, sexy, charge me.
To express yourself, all your stagnant situations are going to be cleared out by the powerful release of your energy. This creates openness. So let your inner artist out to play in whatever way feels fun, raw, and honest. It's time for you to experience something new, as I have been saying. You basically have the need and the ability for creative self-expression. Whether it's your look, your room, your art, your altar, your journal, or your life, you need to be free to let inspiration within find a way to take shape in the world. Some of these ideas are going to come together beautifully. They're going to come straight away. Some of them, you might need to revise some things. You might need to release completely until you actually feel satisfied by the expression that you're feeling. Your creativity is the most powerful and healing when it's true. And I mean true to you. It has to be true to form. It's not about somebody else getting it or reaching some imaginary standard of perfection, like making $1 million. It's not for everybody. The universe has a beautiful plan for your life right now. When you honestly and creatively express yourself, you play with the universe and you help to plan and you help that plan unfold. Some people don't understand it's a creative process and the importance from working from inner timing rather than external deadlines, or learning to be comfortable in the mess of possibilities before allowing the actual inspiration or the idea to reveal itself to you. So you may question your sanity. You may tell yourself you're not living in the real world and what you're thinking is delusional. But guess what? That's okay. The world that you create from your heart, your mind, your soul is way more valuable and real than any world created by fear of thinking what you can't have or what you don't have. Creativity is a gift. Use it. It can be very, very, very an amicable ally for you. You are the inspiration. So don't hide your fire and your creativeness away. You got to let it burn bright. This is a sacred ritual that you can do. Do at least 3 things today that you wouldn't normally do. It can be walking backwards for a few moments. It could be mixing up your routine, or it can be trying a new exercise or way of sitting. The universe specifically wants me to tell you something. My ancestors want me to tell you something. Let me finish reading this and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. It could be approaching your art or your work in a way that feels more expressive to your soul. Enjoy the liberation of breaking out of your patterns that I been talking about, for you taking a step towards creative emergence of something new. Now, the message that they want me to give, I freaking love this deck. The message that they want me to give you is you need to use specific things. Start with meditation and sound healing. For the next week, and I mean the week, I mean the whole week. For the next week, do not listen to any music. None of it. None of it. None. No music. Not no R&B. Not no Lauryn B. Not Lauryn Hill. Not no hip hop. Not none of that shit. Don't listen to no music for the next week. I want you to tap into frequencies like 432 hertz. I want you to tap into frequencies and healing frequencies and listen to those for a week. I mean it. When you get in the fucking car, turn the radio off. This is for you. This is not for me. This is specifically for you. You need to detox completely. You need to detox your ears. You need to detox your eyes. Do not watch TV for a week. If you're watching something, it needs to be wholesome. It needs to be enlightening. For a week. Do not cut the TV on and look at a commercial for a week. And I would love to say, do not eat fast for a week. But let's just fucking be honest, I'll be taking it too far. And I don't believe in giving people unrealistic shit to do because that's counterproductive as fuck. You ain't gonna get it done. So we'll have to work on that. I honestly think that you would do good from taking a workshop that is coming up. It starts March the 3rd. Is that? I'm not looking at my calendar. It starts March the 3rd, I think. The second weekend in March. I could be fucking this up. I'm sorry. Second weekend in March is when it starts. It lasts for 6 to 8 weeks. It is a workshop that I offer to men and to women. I do one-on-ones if you do not want to be in a class setting. A lot of people don't. Some people find it beneficial, but most women prefer one-on-ones because I get a lot of people that bare their souls to me, that tell me their innermost, deepest, darkest secrets. And I usually already know what the fuck those are. Like I said, I'm a seer. I don't need these cards to tell you. Any of the things that I just told you, I didn't need these cards to tell you. I could have told you when you first inboxed me. However, like I said, because people generally need aesthetics, that's what I offer that. But I would encourage you to really take the workshop that I'm offering. Because at this particular next phase, I'm just gonna be one fucking honey, because I'm not a liar. I hate lying. You have to get on it. You don't have no time to waste. You don't got tomorrow or to eat one more hamburger today. Your shit is like, it's like if this was a rock and wind could take the essence of the rock while shit's going on. That's what's happening to you right now. All your energy is going over here, and it's like you need to cut that shit off. You just need to cut it off. You cut off the back. You need to close the back door. You're being backdoored. Backdoor means while you over here, okay, this your front door, this your back door, right? Over here, this your life, this your kids, this your work, this all the shit that you got distractions from. However, when these things start to weigh down and bog you down, you putting out fires over here. So you're never focusing on what's coming in back you, the attacks that are sent and meant to distract you. You're not focusing on the shit that's meant to stop you in this particular life of yours. So you get backdoored. So not only are you dealing with all this shit, you got this shit coming from behind you that you ain't even paying attention to, that's further fueling the shit in front of you. So it keeps you stuck. It basically puts your back against the wall, and in reality, your back's not against the wall. You have plenty of space to work in. You just have to step to the side, remain objective about your life, and look at things from an objective sense. So, if you do not take the course, which I strongly encourage, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Just start detoxing your life. And I don't mean slowly. I mean quickly. You know, you've been doing what you've been doing for a long time. You've been getting what you've been getting for a long time. Take care of that shit now. I mean, if you want this man that's waiting, he waiting on you. You ain't even waiting on him. That's the funny part. He's waiting on you. You have to be in the space to receive him, and you're not in that space. So, if you can, just do it. If you want what you want, you'll do it. If you don't, then hopefully you'll be sent another king of some sort. But it won't be that fucking king of cups. That king of cups is special. You've been asking for that man for a long ass time. The universe trying to give it to you. But if you can't put yourself in a space to receive it, the universe is going to see that you're not ready for it, and you're going to be sent more lessons to show you why you are ready. Those lessons are not going to be kind to you. It's going to be a very rough summer, but it doesn't have to be. It's really all on you. I encourage you. I promote you as a goddess. I uplift you. I speak and I send positive affirmations that make themselves known to you throughout your day. I send you the ambition and the will to stop and to cease and desist on the things that you participate that are not specifically serving you at this point in time. Ashe. I speak over you patience with yourself. Ashe. I speak over you love of self. I speak over you more love of self than you love the things and the external things that have given you comfort. Ashe. I speak these things into your paradigm that you may take and use them and take heed to them. Ashe. All right, baby. Namaste.